just keep it going, ladies and
Here
gentlemen.
he is,
We don't
Cantore.
certainly, but we definitely want the rain here. Some heavier rain. By the way, we were showing you those pictures yesterday on Lake Oroville. That is south of Chico, so right up in here, and you can still see it is getting a decent amount of rain up in through. So great news. Snowfall again, maybe another 5-6 inches in spots in the highest elevations, but for the most part, again, most of our snow with this system is coming to an end. Here is a weak system southwest of California. If you're watching us in Atlanta, you need to pay particular attention to this because it will be your weather on probably Saturday. That's where I think the rain will be on Saturday with this, but it's going to come all the way across the United States, and as it does, it is going to make it a little unsettled, certainly, for a weekend, but we'll take it. It's been dry in the southeast, too, and, rainy day gives you a chance to do a little Christmas shopping, right? Don't expect a super soaker like we had last night in Los Angeles, but there will be, certainly in some of the mountain locations, some heavier showers could amount to over an inch or more. Now, it is that player, as well as another one to the north, that'll come on down, that will watch potentially create some interesting weather on the East Coast here late Sunday and on into early next week. And two model scenarios, obviously, at this point are not something that we normally don't see. We usually see differences in models, opinions, and this is going to be one of those times. So here's one of the scenarios here. Looks like the GFS just takes this thing and just kind of slides it right on out to sea without too much fanfare, and that's what it's telling us right now. But the European model has a little bit more of a relationship between this system that comes south of Alaska and the system that comes up from California, and eventually they create a low pressure that's a little bit closer to the coast and had a lot of moisture with it too. So interior New England could actually see quite a bit of significant snow should this scenario come to fruition. So something to watch here in time. Here's Sunday night. We'll watch some frozen precipitation work its way up into the northeast. Now, I don't think it's going to be mostly frozen in New York and Boston. As a matter of fact, I would tend to argue the other way around. If the storm's farther out to sea, obviously it will be, but I think it's going to be closer on, so says the European. And like I said, Monday and Tuesday early, that could be quite a significant snow event for parts of interior New England should that come to fruition. Now, notice there's some energy down here in parts of the Mid-South. That is snow and sleet, possibly. And what the European model does with this is create another low-pressure system, bring it right over the benchmark, and coat Boston on Wednesday with some snow. So we are not going to be bored for weather in the Northeast next week. I'll tell you that right now. We'll obviously fine-tune the forecast as it becomes more apparent. Look at this. Here it is, Super Typhoon Hagapit. Monster storm here working its way toward the Philippines. We are 13 months removed from Super Typhoon Haiyan, which killed 7,000 people, left 4 million people homeless. There are still thousands of people living in tents in the Philippines here, and this is the last thing they need. Right now, currently at 150 miles per hour, expected to grow to 185 miles per hour, sustained. The big question is, where does it go from there, and does it weaken after that maximum? We don't really do well with intensity forecasts, as we all know, but this is coming dangerously close toward a high end and the Philippine areas that were so hit very, very hard by high end. We'll keep an eye on this, guys. Certainly, no good news can come out of this if it makes its way to the Philippines this weekend. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye